welcome to Talking Food with Chef Carlo.
And Awesome Andrew here.
Awesome, I like that.
Awesome Andrew.
I like that.
It's
Awesome
AA.
AA.
Awesome Andrew.
Also stands for something else I probably need to be in.
Let's keep it at Awesome Andrew. How you doing, guys? So today we're gonna do a couple of things for Thanksgiving. We were deciding what sides to do, what not to do. And lately, a lot of people have been asking me, oh, what about a cranberry sauce? What about a cranberry sauce? Because they don't like their own cranberry sauce that comes in a can. I understand. It's gonna be this easy.
Yes, it is extremely easy, and you should always make it this way.
So, orange, start zesting it.
Zest.
Now, this is so easy, guys. I like to add a little bit of celery on mine, so I'm gonna start a little bit of olive oil on the bottom of my pan, and I'm gonna add my celery in there. Just about half a cup of celery.
And that's right, celery in your cranberry sauce.
Yes, and you could add onions if you want, but that's fine. Now, ingredients. 16 ounces of cranberries, fresh, washed. We're in season right now. 1 cup of orange juice. I like this one simply orange because it doesn't have any weird stuff in there.
That's right.
Thank you, sir. Half a cup of sugar. We're gonna also have ginger.
Ginger in the cranberry sauce.
Oh yeah. Now, here's how I do ginger. Usually people peel it. I use the grater. Fine side of the grater, and the skin and the fibers will stay behind. So we want to add about 2 tablespoons of ginger in there.
Zest of 1 orange.
The zest of whatever you can get out of there. Look at you, professional and stuff.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that? You're getting all the orange stuff without getting
No.
much of the white stuff,
None of the rind.
or the pith, as they
The
call
pith
it.
is it's pithy. It's
Pithy. Look at that, ginger, done.
Okay.
Don't need to peel it or anything like that. So we have about 2 tablespoons of, oh, you got 1, okay.
There's one over here.
2 tablespoons of ginger.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back into my, man, it's nice and refreshing. Please, orange zest.
Orange zest in the pot.
Sweet. What else?
What else? Cranberries, that helps. Little cranberries.
What else?
We need a little bit of orange juice.
Hit me with the orange juice.
You want the whole thing?
That whole thing.
All right, 11.5 ounces of orange juice going in. Boom.
And now, sugar, baby.
Sugar.
Half a cup. That's it. Bring it up to a boil. Bring it up to a boil, then down to a simmer. And 25 minutes later, you're gonna have cranberry sauce.
But Chef Carlo, how's it thicken?
Thicken.
Yeah, how does the cranberry sauce thicken?
Well, it's gonna cook. It's gonna evaporate. Water is gonna leave the pot.
And fun fact, cranberries, when they explode, they will bust in the heat, they release pectin, which is a natural coagulant.
Somebody stay up last night and study on their pectin in the fruit.
Pectin.
Wow.
Not pectin, but pectin. You know, the good stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, exactly what he said. Now, in case if they don't explode as we cook them,
Oh,
I
they'll
love
explode.
to use this one.
Yeah, well.
They will explode. And I just give it a nice creamy finish. I don't know if I'm gonna use this or not, but gentlemen, here is right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So buddy's been studying. Okay, so we're gonna leave this one there, do its magic. Next,
Okay.
one of my favorites. We got the ginger done. Thank you, sir. With the magic of TV, I'm gonna have a new cutting board appear in front of me.
We are being assisted today by one of the culinary students, Ethan.
Hi, Ethan. Okay. Somebody asked, okay, Thanksgiving sides, fantastic. Brussels sprouts.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you like Brussels
I
sprouts.
love Brussels sprouts.
Okay. These guys, they're gonna be all over the supermarkets right now, and they are so easy to make, and yet we tend to kill them. We tend to, I don't understand. I've seen them deep fry. Actually, there's a food truck in Raleigh that does them
Deep fried Brussels sprouts?
with
With
a
a
little
sauce
ranch
on
sauce.
top? Oh.
It's great. They're gonna come like this. Very simple, ladies and gentlemen. You want to trim the bottom.
That always makes me nervous.
Why?
I don't know. You have lots of
Well,
practice.
go like this.
I would end up cutting up my thumb.
Then go the other way.
I know, I could do it the other way.
And if there's any bruised leaves, not Bruce Lee, bruised leaves, get them out of the way. I like my cut in halves. You can cut them in quarters too.
But remember, the more you cut your Brussels sprout, the more it's going to fall apart
They cook faster,
and cook faster.
and they're gonna cook faster. I think I heard the cranberries popping already. So, with the magic of time in TV, they already wash and trim.
So how much of Brussels sprouts we got there? How much Brussels sprouts do we have there?
Sure.
I'm trying.
A bag.
A bag of Brussels sprouts.
The bag. It's about
Or you can get one. If you can buy them in the stalk, you can get one stalk.
That's cool. But it's about a pound, that little bag.
Much easier to get a bag.
So how do you think we're gonna cook this?
We're gonna saute it.
But you can saute it like that. It's gonna be like too hard. You're gonna char the outside. The center is gonna be like super raw.
I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Ah.
You didn't explain it.
We are
always
going to blanch them.
We're gonna blanch them.
Blanch them, which is
Aha.
par cooking into salted water. So at this point, you can blanch them. Par cooking means boiling hot water, and then add them into, and then stop the cooking by shocking them, adding them in cold water.
Perfect.
We don't have to do that.
No.
Because we have a saute pan right next to it, ready to go.
Out of the pot, into the pan.
Yes, sir. So, how
Salt.
do we do this?
Salt. Lots of salt.
Salt your water. Don't be afraid.
Just like noodles.
Just like noodles, salt your water. Now, water is nice and hot. Saute pan next to it. Now, one of the beautiful additions to this Brussels sprouts will be walnuts.
Walnuts.
Also in season.
Yes.
Also great in season. So, how are we gonna do this?
We're going to blanch, then cook, and then we're gonna toss the walnuts in at the last
Well,
minute.
since somebody stayed up last night doing their
I
homework,
thought you wanted me to cut the squash.
that's next,
Okay.
because this one has to cook.
Let's take this to the water.
Yeah, take it. Okay, just get it in there. Don't burn yourself.
I'm not gonna burn myself.
Yeah, somebody stayed up last night reading and homework, so they should be cooking.
So how long do we leave these in here?
I'm gonna leave it for about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yes. So meanwhile, while that one happens, we're gonna start our third side.
Third side.
So, give me your orange. You don't need it. Actually, the whole cutting board. I got a clean cutting board here for you. With the magic on TV, I also named our student Ethan.
Ethan needs to come on camera. Come on camera, Ethan. Say hi. This is Ethan.
He actually
Good.
volunteered his time today to give us a hand, which is awesome.
Is he getting a grade for this?
He's getting high-fi grades.
High fives.
Yeah, I'll be interested in for him. That's actually, he's actually helping this morning, and he learns also how to do all of this.
There we go.
Now, third side of the day is gonna be butternut squash, my favorite.
Butternut.
Yeah, remember we did pasta?
Uh-huh.
And what else
Butternut
did we do with
squash.
it? Okay, so, yeah, bring it back to me. So, butternut squash, we're gonna peel it, right? But we don't have that much time on TV,
No.
so
So you peel the squash.
peel the squash, and then what we want to do, we're gonna pan fry it. What? Yes, pan fry it. I know it's not really healthy, but it's the holidays. You're allowed to gain a couple of pounds, and then we'll lose them back in January.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is cut in about 1/4 of an inch.
1/4 inch thick.
So that way, as the pan's fry, it's gonna completely cook all the way. But Chef Carlo, what about if you want to grill it?
Oh yeah.
If you want to grill it, then you want to do a 1/2 inch cut, and you can brush it with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and grill it. Nothing wrong with that.
No, just like a zucchini. I love grilled zucchini.
Grilled zucchini is fine. So we're gonna cut them into about,
1/4 inch?
damn, I need to retire.
Not at all.
1/4 inch.
If you retire, how am I gonna learn anything?
I'll be telling you from the sidelines. I'll be telling you from the sidelines.
That one didn't quite come out right.
So there's gonna come a point here that I'm gonna reach the seed pocket. Have
Oh,
no
there's
fear.
a seed pocket at the bottom. Look at that. I
Right
had
there.
no idea.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna you got the cool part.
I got the easy part.
You got the easy part.
He gave me the easy part.
That's fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep slicing. What are we burning back there? Is it nice and popping? Oh,
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at that.
They're coming
Beautiful.
open.
Here, stir
Thank
it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now you can turn down the heat a little bit because this is a commercial
Which
stove.
way is down?
That one. It's a commercial stove, so it produces a lot of heat, and our pans are a little bit smaller for that one, but it's okay. We're gonna survive. All right.
That looks
Couple
fantastic.
more minutes on that Brussels sprouts. So when you get down to the seed pocket, you're gonna do it like that, no problem. Keep slicing it. And what we're going to do is, as you can see, I gave him the easy part, but I want to show what to do also with the part that has the seeds. And it's going to be cool because once they pan fries, you're going to have circles of butternut squash.
So like butternut squash donuts.
Yes. And you know what? There's nothing wrong about sprinkle them with honey or maple syrup after they're done.
Oh man, honey,
So
maple syrup, and a
you
little bit
can
of
change
cinnamon.
this from a savory recipe to a sweet recipe. You can still do the standard breading procedure. Don't add any salt or pepper, and then once they come out, just drizzle them with honey. Honey.
Now, chef, you can also do this with a mandolin if you wanted.
Hey, that's the easy stuff. We don't want to do it with mandolin.
No, I actually stay away from my mandolin nowadays.
Listen, mandolins, they're cool.
I've lost the tip of 2 fingers because of that mandolin.
Mandolins are fun. Mandolins are cool.
Until you lose a finger.
But but this is the reality. Everybody has a paring knife and a chef knife. And I've been back in my young chef years. I used to have 20 knives with me, one for fish, one for this, one for that. And students nowadays here at Nash Community College, they ask me, Chef Carlos, so how many knives do you own? I probably own 3 knives. My favorites are this one that Andrew has, the cleaver kind, and chef knife and a paring knife. You can throw me anywhere with those 2 knives, and I can do pretty much anything.
Cool.
Yeah, a couple of things will be harder than others, but yeah, I can defend myself. Half hotel pan, please. Half hotel pan. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna set up a standard breading procedure known all over the world. Probably you've seen it before, and we're gonna set it up right here. Thank you, Ethan. I need yours too, because we're gonna get dirty. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ethan. Okay, so we check on the Brussels sprouts. Look at that, beautiful
perfect.
green. So we got a saute pan right there. We're gonna add a little bit of butter and
A little bit of oil.
blended olive oil. So
Okay.
the blended olive oil will increase the temperature of the butter. Now, drain it and put it there.
All right.
So you're gonna take your trusty spider and
Yep.
get him in there.
That's what that's called, a spider.
Spider is called a strainer. I call her a spider. Woo! Look at that.
I like doing it in the kitchen. I get to do a lot more things.
Alrighty. Get them all in there. And we're gonna saute at low heat because we really want to try to caramelize some of the outside of the Brussels sprout and the nuts.
Go ahead and put them in.
Please, cup of nuts, walnuts. I like them whole. If you want to chop them, you can chop them. And this one we can turn off. Just set it in the back. Now, do walnuts and sprouts come seasoned? Do they come seasoned?
No, they do not.
Yes,
So
sir.
salt and
So
pepper?
they have to be seasoned. All right, good sprinkle of salt. And that's it. And just leave it there for a moment, toss it. Let me see the technique. Dang, look at that. Pure technique. At this moment, you're gonna judge if it needs a little bit more fat, like butter.
You can't go wrong with adding more butter.
You can't go wrong with adding more butter. We're gonna revisit it in a moment. Stir the cranberry sauce, awesome. Standard
so
breading
good.
procedure. It's very simple. We start with our flour, we have our egg wash, and we have our breadcrumbs. Egg wash is basically equal amounts of eggs and milk. Some people prefer to use egg and water. The flour is just regular AP flour. You can use cornstarch if you want. Some people season the flour with salt and pepper, or they season the eggs, to me, that's fine. I like to season the egg wash. And we have breadcrumbs here that we got from Nash Community College we made here in house.
You grow these?
Huh?
You grow these in the garden?
We grow in the garden, breadcrumbs. So you have your flour, your egg wash ready to go. Good technique, keep a dry hand and a wet hand. What do I mean? Oh, but I have you.
Yes, you do.
You're gonna be my dry hand.
Better than being in the wet hand.
So we dip them in flour.
Thank you, Ethan.
Okay, we're gonna cover them.
Funny thing about working on this show and knowing you for several years is I really need to get like hotel pans.
And there's plenty of places that you can get them. Hey, Ethan, do you have any more breadcrumbs? Thank you. There you go. So make sure that you really drench that egg wash from there, and then get it to your breadcrumbs. And then through magic of TV, we don't have that much time for them to rest, but every time you bread something, it should rest for 10 minutes so it can adhere, the bread can really adhere to the so it can really stick to your product.
That is good advice. That's not a, that's I usually don't even use that advice, but that's a good idea.
A couple of them without flour,
Okay.
because I like them without flour. And yes, even when you do fried chicken or a chicken tenders, let it rest for a little bit. So that way you can create that layer of crust that is actually going to protect your product. Okay, so we're doing this. You can tap them also a little bit.
See, I like it with the flour on there because it actually lets the egg adhere a little bit
look
better.
At you. Somebody stay up last night doing homework.
I was watching hockey. If you can call hockey homework.
Hockey? Do we still have hockey going on?
Oh, hockey goes until June. Starts in October, goes till June.
Oh, that's right, because of the winter. Because they usually
You
play.
think? Yeah.
I used to have a lot of Canadian friends, and they basically grow wheat and play hockey.
You used to have a lot of Canadian friends. What happened to those Canadian friends? They disappeared?
No, they're still in Canada. I don't have time to visit them.
Oh, well, that's a little far away to go.
Yeah, I have my friend Samantha in Vancouver, and it's a beautiful city, and I promise I will go visit her. Ethan, can you toss the sprout and stir the cranberry sauce?
Sorry, bud.
'Cause
I jumped ahead of you.
working on the butternut squash. Awesome. So, how we doing with time?
We got 10 minutes.
Ooh, baby, we got time.
You hear
We
that,
got
y'all?
time.
You can do this for your
All
Thanksgiving.
night
Nice
long.
and easy.
Alrighty.
People will
So
love
we
you
have-
for it.
Yeah, and these are Thanksgiving ideas. And guys, there's a lot of Thanksgiving stuff out there. There's websites, a million, but these are my favorites to do for Thanksgiving, especially Brussels sprouts, especially if you don't cook the Jesus out of them, because that is what most of our grandparents used to do. They used to take Brussels sprouts and used to threaten you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna eat Brussels sprouts. And at that point, we learned how to cook them, basically undercook them, make them nice and crisp, cook them nicely, and it's gonna be fantastic.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's start frying those bad boys.
All
Bring
right.
it over here. Okay, so my oil is at 350 degrees. How do I know that? Because I have this really fun toy.
Actually, he
that
says he can smell it.
I can smell it. It's 350 degrees.
Bam.
It's awesome.
That's cool. What is that?
It's an infrared thermometer. It's about 50 bucks.
You're at 88 degrees.
Woo! I like it. What about the brain? Ooh.
-5.
-5. Okay, you got that shot right there? Awesome. So we're gonna drop them in the hot grease, and we're gonna leave them there until golden brown. Now, it's time to finish our Brussels sprouts. Ethan, crank up the heat to high on the Brussels sprouts. Now we're gonna give it a nice good sear. And We did this one very simple, just salt and pepper. You can add any herbs you want. I think butternut squash goes really well with sage. Chef Carlo, I don't want to make it deep fry. I want to actually do a little bit healthier. There's nothing wrong taking this, guys, brush them with olive oil, put them on a sheet pan, and put them in the oven to get nice and crispy. You can also just put them in a saute pan with just a little bit of oil and cook them side by side, salt and pepper on each side. But again, deep fried, it's magical.
It's Thanksgiving, yo.
It's Thanksgiving. Am I the only one excited about Thanksgiving?
I mean, you're gonna eat like half of a pie at the end, right? Or cake, or cannolis, and whatever you do at your house.
Ice cream, and pie, and turkey,
and stuffing,
and porchetta, and yes, and ramen noodles if we have time. Oh, tune in next week. We're gonna make some ramen noodles quickly, and it's also a good way to do your leftovers from Thanksgiving. Hopefully, you won't have that many leftovers after 5 days. Okay, so we check the temperature there.
We're still good.
Oh, nice, 350. We still have how much time? 7 minutes?
7 minutes.
Awesome.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Plate.
Okay, Ethan, toss that Brussels sprouts and let's plate it. Right behind
Time
you.
to plate up.
Plate it right over here. No, you're gonna use this because you're gonna gently put it in there. Anyway, I want to showcase. Yeah, go ahead, put them in there, and then we'll get a nice close-up in there. Just gonna show quickly. Have a nice caramelization of the sprouts. How you working there on the?
We're good.
Oh, look
We're
at
good.
that.
They look gorgeous.
Woo. Oh man, that looks good.
What are we gonna top? What are we gonna put on top of these butternut squash?
Absolutely nothing.
I'm thinking Parmesan cheese.
Absolutely nothing. Yes, we actually have Parmesan cheese on the side.
Oh yeah.
And I put it right after it comes out of the fryer so it can start melting a little bit.
That looks lovely.
So as it comes off the fryer, topping with Parmesan cheese.
Look at there.
Ha! That's gonna be fantastic.
Oh, I just spilled.
Pardon our dust, we were actually cooking for real here. See, there's flour. There is evidence that we are cooking for real.
Flour and pepper. I just got pepper everywhere.
Okay, so I want to show, where's my close-up man? Brussels sprouts, nice. There's some caramelization on the sprouts. It's ready to go. Let me see if I can sneak a little taste.
Good.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you eating already?
That's good. Parmesan cheese. Okay, Ethan, tell me how's that cranberry sauce looking? Nice. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
You show the camera
Okay.
for us there.
Now, to finish the cranberry sauce, put it back on the heat.
Uh-huh.
Put a dab of butter.
Butter in the cranberry sauce.
Oh, yeah, baby. Stir, and I have a container for you to put it on. So, yes, I actually finished my cranberry sauce with about a tablespoon of butter. Cranberry sauce, I like to serve them lukewarm. Yes, you can serve it cold. That 1 tablespoon of butter, which is not gonna make it hard, is actually, it's gonna be creamy already with all the pectin. And again, it's Thanksgiving. There's butter in there. Awesome, so why don't you swing this way so they can see it? Awesome. I can smell the ginger, I can smell the orange rind, and of course, the orange juice in there. One trick that I have also in the cranberry sauce, a pinch of salt. Salt is a flavor enhancer. So even though you're doing sweets, add a pinch of salt to your cranberry sauce. Ready for plating? Wow, look at that.
You're good. I'm gonna finish these last 5.
Okay, good. Ethan, can you bring the plate for the butternut squash? Okay, so you have tongues right there. Start plating them so we can put it right over here. So, butternut squash with your turkey, then your stuffing, it's gonna be fantastic. Now, to hold them, what I do is, if you were making them at home, you want this setup right here. You're gonna take your butternut squash, comes out of the fryer, stack them up in here, not on top of each other, layer them, and then put them in the oven at 200 degrees to keep warm. It will keep warm for about 30 to 45 minutes. Don't keep it longer than that because it will start drying out and it's not gonna be good eats. Or good eating.
Look at there. I think we need a little parsley.
Parsley?
Or
you think we're that fancy here? You think we're that fancy here that we might have parsley already picked?
See,
Okay.
He was already thinking.
Come on, you go. You think we're gonna have parsley already picked and washed so we can have a garnish for it? No. Actually, thank you, Ethan. Flip those. Wow, look at that. Oh, you're going like nice and fancy there.
I'm trying.
You're trying? Wow, look at that.
Looks like weeds growing in between the squash.
You know what time is it?
It's time to eat.
It's trying time.
And it's time
Lower the heat.
it's time
Going
to,
too dark, that means they're too hot,
oh,
so
we're
you gotta
about
lower the
two
heat a
and a
little
half minutes left, so
bit. Wow, we did all of that in how long?
less than 30 minutes.
Well, of course, we had some help. We already trim and cut your Brussels sprouts.
Right.
We did the cranberry. So the cranberry sauce is fairly easy. I want you to try the cranberry sauce.
I do.
There's spoons right there. Right next to you.
He's like, oh.
Try that with that.
Try that with what?
Well, the cranberry sauce with the spoons. Here.
That ginger takes it to another level.
And then it's fresh, it's nice. Well,
Wow.
excuse me, sir.
Oh, you want a spoon?
Jeez. I like to try it. It's all you now.
Yeah, it's all about me.
It's Andrew's show.
Yeah. No, it's your show. I'm just here.
Yum. That ginger is
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's amazing.
Now,
Amazing.
can I get the thing to put the spoon?
There you go. Thank you guys again.
Wait, you haven't tried the butternut squash.
Well, I don't want to mess up my plating.
You still
man.
have a minute and a half.
All right, but I also got to talk about next Thursday.
Okay, next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Hey, that's Thanksgiving.
Oh, y'all, that's what you need. You need to put that on your Thanksgiving
Here, Ethan,
menu.
try it. There you go. We're all gonna
That
try
needs
it.
to be on the Thanksgiving menu for sure. Exactly.
Ooh.
Next Thursday on this same channel right here, we're going to have our very first episode of Brewing NC. It's a beer show, 30-minute beer show with our host, Chef Frank. And our first guest will be Cameron Schultz of Hopfly Brewing. And so make sure you tune in 6 o'clock p.m. next Thursday
Nice.
for Brewing NC. And we did this in under 30 minutes, y'all, and you can too.
And did you try the sprouts?
Not yet. I'm waiting to hog out as soon as we go
Oh,
off
okay.
the air.
Are we hogging out?
We're going to hog out.
Okay, guys, any comments, questions? Remember, click send. The Studio 67 is really good to forward me any questions you might have. It's been a pleasure. Have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy it with family or enjoy it by yourself at a sports bar watching games. There's nothing wrong with that.
Whatever you want to do,
Nothing
but
wrong with
remember,
that.
bam.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you next week.
See you guys.